Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're heading over to the Hackers Loft after we have upgraded it as our Christmas house. So once you arrive, this is your entrance and exit door. If we use this here, it will send us back to our office space or any of the other properties which we currently own. So this is your basically front door. So we've popped a welcome mat right here. And of course you've got the obligatory bicycle right next to the front door, and of course it has to be green because we're at Christmas, so everything has to be sort of red and green themed, doesn't it? Well, at least in my world it does. So this vestibule room I've turned into a dining room kitchen area. So we've used some of the older style units and turned them into front green drawers with white countertops. We've got the new Neo-Tokyo style of fixtures and fittings some of the time in the house, not all of the time because we couldn't quite match the colour scheme with a lot of it, so we've got a few pieces of the new Neo-Tokyo update, the free one. So here we've got the very, very high-tech and fancy coffee machine, isn't it? That's the most high-tech coffee machine I've seen. And then the microwave over here. Couldn't quite match the colours on that one, but it is the new Neo-Tokyo one. And then a fridge we've had for quite a long time, but I do think the bright red front and this patterning kind of makes it feel oriental. And then we've kept the floor plate stripes on the wall. These are the original grey stripes from the wall, but the interior where they had pale grey, we've changed to this cyan patterned tiling just so it looks absolutely gorgeous with those stripes. I really like that effect, and we did keep the original lighting along the wall as well, so we kept the lighting and the grey stripe and then just changed the centre panels to this beautiful tiling, and I think that we've got an absolutely gorgeous little kitchen. And then if we turn around, we've got our small dining area. So we need space to keep the bike, obviously, because you're not going to have outdoor space because you've got a set of flats. We've used this, one of the very new paintings actually. Really like that fish painting, and I think it kind of fits with the colour scheme. It's a little bit of an added colour to contrast with it all. And again, we've used the aqua paint here in the panels between the dark grey decking material on the walls. I really like that contrast with the greys with the blues or aquas. Really, I think works quite well. So we've kind of aquified the kitchen, and we've got the same sort of aqua chairs by the table, and we've got one of these tables with these fancy swirly patterns. As again I say, that kind of matches the design that is on our fridge there. So I kind of like that idea. And we've used one of the new holographic plants. As we go through the house, you'll see that I've used quite a few of these holographic plants because I just thought it's in keeping both with the new Neo-Tokyo update, the style of this particular flat, and because it's Christmas, these holographic trees in various shades just add a little bit more decoration to the room. So if we go through the door into the main living room, it is a little bit dark in here because you can see outside it's quite dark in the ambient environment, so we're at night, and if we come in you can see the lights on the tree better. So if you stand all the way back you can't see them very well at all, but if you move closer I think the twinkling lights is set off quite nicely in this dark environment. So of course with these great big windows we had to have the tree right in front of it with the Christmas presents around it. We've not gone overboard because it's a small flat, so it's probably only going to be one person, maybe a couple that live here. Since it was traditionally a Hackers Loft, you would expect it to be maybe younger friends coming over, just not tons of people actually living here. And of course off this main area we've got a very small bathroom. Again, we've added one of these holographic plants to the corner. There's not a lot of space in this bathroom to add anything, so the holographic plant is about all we could add. I did keep the original fixtures and fittings in here. We just painted the walls a blue colour, and then on the splashback wall we used the pale blue tiles. We've got this new mirror with the Neo-Tokyo update, And we've got the traditional fixtures and fittings here. And we've changed the decking on the floor to blue tile, a dark blue tile, to contrast with the paler blue walls. And I just want to point out the light switches in this place are these big like flip switches that you would expect more to see in industrial buildings and labs rather than in a flat. So I would say that this building's been converted from maybe a laboratory space and then turned into a place to live later, which explains all of these like sealed doors and the decking plate all over the flooring. So we have kept the decking plate, and I didn't mention that in the kitchen we've changed the decking flooring to the very palest colour. Can I show you so if we look at the flooring, it's all this decking, so we've used the very pale one in the kitchen, and then we've used the paler colours of the tread plates in different areas of the house as well. So we've just lightened up the flooring because the place is so dark. We've just lightened the flooring a little bit. So we've got here the I think this is actually the slightly darker blue, but it makes it lighter than the very dark grey that we started with. So we've just made it a little bit more livable, a more liver-friendly environment. So if we look around the room, you can see we've got the holographic plants everywhere. I quite like this one actually. This one's the only one I think with the flowers. I really like that. It just uses that little bit of corner space that we don't have space for anything else with. The walls, because of the great height and everything, I decided to keep the very industrial feel, because that would then fit very nicely with this hung suspended ceiling where we've got the mezzanine above it, where we've got our bedroom area. So I just kept the walls the same colour to keep that loft industrial vibe going throughout the building. So as I said, we've added the holographic plants all around the room, and I've used some of the small ones. We've got the holographic fern here and a couple of the beautiful little holographic bonsai trees. I think it's difficult to get a good view of these for you, a nice angle to be able to see them. So this one's almost straight in height, and this is the very curled one that goes around like that shape. But I just think these look so cool on a display like this. And they're also very Christmassy, of course. We've had to have a Christmas poinsettia, of course, and we've got the stockings up the wall in different colours. And we've got garlands here. We've got gold on the outside, silver on the inside here. And over here we've got silver on the outside and gold on the inside. We've got the decorative garland over here on this wall, and over on this one we've got the little bells, because they've got a smaller piece of wall here because we're right next to the window. And we've used the HGTV sofas. We've got a left and a right here to use up much of our space, and then the new HGTV rugs. So we've got the red and green going throughout, and then the red in the plants. And we've got the red lamps down here as well along the walls. Very, very keeping in with the Christmas idea here. And if we peep through the window, you've got this absolutely gorgeous Neo Tokyo view, look. So we've got the bars and things over here. And the dragon, I love the dragon. Great dragon. Love all this neon signage. And then if we come to the other side, here's the very super thing that made me really smile. And look, it's a pink kitty. So Soft Kitty's got a kitty, yay! I just think that's gorgeous. There's even a pineapple down here, look. Can't get a very good view of it. Look, pineapple. Love the way they've played with the signage out here. And look how high up we are. If you've got a fear of heights, don't look down out of this window, I'm telling you. And then under the stairs we've got ourselves a nice little cove for sitting and reading and displaying things. We've got the red rug here, which matches the green ones over there. We've got the Christmas snow globe here and the Christmas apple with the star on it over here. So that's everything we've got downstairs. So let me slowly pan around so you can see. Oh, the Nutcracker, I forgot to tell you that that's there as well. So I'll slowly pan around so you can see it all. I just had a bit of fun building this as the sort of Christmas house for this year. The new house became my Christmas house, and I kind of like what we've come up with. At the bottom of the stairs I've got one of the new paintings. Picked this one, of course, because of the red sunset. Just matches our colour scheme really nicely. Over there, of course, we've got the neon signs. I've got my fairy lights across my window, because you can't cover the window with the curtains and things because it just doesn't fit. Then we've got more neon signage around. I kept the neon signage that was originally in the flat, did move it around just a little bit. And then over here we've got good vibes, and then you can see the chill over there again. So upstairs we've got the green lamps, whereas we had the red ones downstairs. And I've got this new like fractal picture on the wall. We've got one in green and one in red. So for the first area, look, we've used a wallpaper here of panels that I've never used before. It's classed as a kid's bedroom wallpaper, kids' mountains. But you know, if you look at it, I'm not sure that that's necessarily a kid's one. It's just a beautiful picture for decorative painting on there, and I've put it on both sides of this little loft area, and because that really is the only space that the panels fit, because if you try to put them along the walls here, it's double height, and I'm not sure that something like that would fit even. Trying to paint this whole space would be really difficult, I think, so I left it. We just painted the back wall red to keep with our theme, and to make this feel more like a little cosy nook, even though it's actually a mezzanine. So because it's a hacker's flat, we had to have at least one computer in here. So it was originally a hacker's flat, now it's just people living here, but we did have to have this rather high-tech little laptop in the room, and a gaming chair, of course, next to the desk. We haven't gone all out on the hacker idea, and maybe in the new year we'll redo this loft and maybe try to go for a real high-tech area. We'll think about that later. And then we've used the very oriental style little sofa here to make yourself a little, so we've kind of made ourselves a little office space here with good vibes in our office space, you see. So we're dividing the area up, so we've got little spaces in our big open area that do the job of a certain area, and then over here, of course, the final thing that we need is a bedroom area. Oh, Kitty, you didn't just say that. Yes, it's a bedroom area. The bathroom's downstairs. So we've got our red bed, and if you look at the sides of it, look, we've got green decorating, and then we've got the red light, neon light running around the side of it. I think that's a really funky design for a bed, and it really fits into this Neo Tokyo vibe. And then these are the new lights again, the Neo Tokyo lights. We've put the white ones at the side of the bed just in case you need a little bit more lighting for reading and things late at night. And then, of course, we've used some of this new furniture that came with the Neo Tokyo update. There's a great big chunk of it if we look under the furnishings here and look at the cupboards. There's a whole load of different cupboards in this style look, and you can change different sections of the patterning all over them. So we've used those for our bedroom furniture here. So we've got some drawers and things over here, and then just the bedside cabinets, one at each side of the room, like so. And then you can just open the drawers as well, so one at a time. So it's a lovely little funky design. I kind of like some of that furniture. It's just a shame there isn't something bigger, like a big wardrobe in this same sort of pattern design. That would have been a really cool addition. And that's the only thing I think that the update is missing, is a more wardrobe-y, closet-y area. And so that is my Christmas house for this year. So there's the bedroom, office space, little picture. Lovely view. Hey Kitty. Bye Kitty. Christmas tree. Seating area for hanging out with your friends. A great space for hanging out with your friends in here. A little nook for privacy under the stairs, and our little bathroom. And finally, our kitchen and dining area. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I just want to wish everyone a very happy Christmas. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy games!